So next up is the Microsoft SQL Server JDBC retrieve operation. Read, retrieve, I never know what that CRUD operation R is, but I do know how to implement it. So I'm going to say var select all SQL and set that to a string that says select bug splat from task. With that SQL statement assigned to that string, I can then just get a statement object from the driver manager. This all looks fairly standard. Driver manager dot get connection. Use that JDBC URL and create a statement object for me. That looks very similar to what we did when we initialized the table, but things get a little wonky here. When I have a select statement, I'm trying to get data back from the server, and the data comes back as a result set. In fact, the method that I use in the statement object is actually execute query. We're doing a query against the database to get a result set back. Once I get that result set back, I need to loop through it. And my favorite loop is a while loop. Why wouldn't it be? So I say, while there's next things in that result set, while result set dot next, one at a time, let's get the name of each task item out of there. So I say, hey, system out println, the to-do item is result set dot get string, and the name of the field in the database is name. So I can say result set dot get string name, just reference the name of the column in the table. And then after that, I'll say, hey, print out result set processed, and that should indicate that everything worked well. Now, by the way, that create operation is still going to work. So I'm just going to change this to, hey, learn Jakarta EE, just so that we get something different in the database for that second record when we run it. I don't want to comment out the create operation. I like having it in there. So right click, run as Java application, and boom, there we go. We got two results out of our database, learn Spring Boot and learn Jakarta. But hey, there's only one thing in there. It's not, I just got to execute, and there you go. Two records in the database, two records presented to me. Now, I think that all looks pretty good. I'm going to compress this into its own method. Right click, extract method. What this is a retrieve operation, so I'll call it retrieve operation, and that'll allow me to move on to the next letter in the world of SQL Server CRUD operations. Might even just tidy this up a little bit. Try and get as much on the screen at one time so you can see everything. And there you go. I think that all looks pretty handsome.